Oh, howdy all, grab yourselves a beer. It is time for some Path of Exile discussion. Today, I want to go through the reason that Enchanted Fossils have become more expensive recently. Now, if you pay attention to the Metamorph softcore economy, you will notice that these are sort of doubled in price in the last few days. They're currently gone up to 8 Chaos, and I've got a feeling that they'll probably end up being the most expensive of the common fossils pretty soon. That they'll overtake the likes of serrated fossils and get up to maybe the 15 Chaos range where they've been in the past. The reason for that is that there is incredible demand in this league for a specific unique helmet, the Baron, with certain enchants on it. And those enchants are particularly the ones that relate to zombies and skeletons. So what people are doing is they're buying massive quantities of enchanted fossils, and then they're buying high item level close helmets. So you'll notice here that this is a close helmet base. The close helmet is the helm that the only version of it that's unique is the Baron. And what they're doing is they're just simply rolling these repeatedly using enchanted fossils. So I'll just give a demonstration here. And smash this with an enchanted fossil. It's just a single one. And you'll notice here that I got 25% increased reckoning damage. Reckoning is a garbage tier skill, and that's the merciless tier enchant, because enchanted fossils have a 50% chance of giving a merciless tier enchant and a 50% chance of giving an eternal enchant. And the explicit mods on the item are pretty terrible too. So that's just a straight rollover. But what this lets you do is have a lot of attempts at getting a helmet that has a very powerful enchant that synergizes with the unique that it's on. So here we have Consecrated Path has a 10% increased teleport range. Now, I'm not familiar with Consecrated Path. I'm not that sure whether it's good or not. So I'll just do a very quick research into that, whether it is one. And that is the Merciless tier enchant, and it's not even the most popular enchant for that skill. So the popular enchant is 40% increased damage with 15% teleport range being second. And then quite a way down is 25% damage and 10% teleport range. So again, this is one that we'll be rolling over. Now the reason that we're using a close helmet is because we can trash to treasure it into a Baron if we want. And we just got a minion enchant, and it's a good one. Increased Convocation cooldown recovery speed. I believe that is actually the top tier enchant, and yes, it is. It is the stronger of the two cooldown recovery speed enchants. So the various possibilities for Convocation are 36% increased Convocation buff effect, 30% increased cooldown recovery, 20% cooldown recovery, and 24% increased buff effect. Cooldown recovery is definitely the stronger of them, and whilst this isn't a tremendously popular minion enchant, it is certainly one that people do use. So for this reason, I'm going to stop enchanting it at this point. I'm quite happy with what I've got, and I'm going to go and source either. I can do a bit of Scour chancing while I'm still recording this. So what I'll do is I'll take a couple of attempts at scouring off the item and chancing it. The goal is, of course, to hit the Baron, and we're just going to keep going until we either get there or until we hate life too much to continue doing it. And is that... No, that looked too good to roll over at first because I saw the 2 chunky resists, but then I misread one of the mods on it. So we're just going to keep Scour chancing here with the hope of getting a Baron unique helmet. The fact that it's Elder doesn't really matter given the enchant that we pulled on this item. However, if we had pulled an enchant that was a very top tier spellcaster enchant or melee enchant, then we'd be in a good position because we wouldn't be stuck with it being a Baron. We'd be able to just craft a normal helmet out of it. So this is a reasonably horrible thing to go through. You notice here that we're getting a couple of the popular single mods that are in the Elder mod pool. None of these are so great. I am having a quick check whenever I get a rare item, but none of them are so great that they're worth stopping. We're just going to keep trying until we either hit what we're looking for, or until we decide give up and then purchase a Trash to Treasure prophecy from someone else. And Trash to Treasure will force the roll that we want. So This is not particularly enjoyable doing this process. It's a very, very long and arduous task chancing a unique. The actual unique we're after, the Baron, is a mid-tier rarity unique, I believe. There's 5 rarity tiers for uniques, and Headhunter does not fit into those. It's its own tier. So I believe Baron to be around tier 2 or 3. It doesn't feel like it's a mega rare one, but it also is not common at all. Lots of mods on that, so I always do check those, but it is full out on stats, and there's just no synergy there. Anyways, even if we don't get this, hopefully it gives a bit of a sense of what people are doing that has caused Enchanted Fossils to become in much higher demand than they were previously. And yeah, 58 int is a nice mod, but not actually what people... Well, no, then if you're wanting the Baron, you're not going to use it. There's actually 2 quite good mods there together, but it's still not good enough. Given that the base is now quite good, having the Convocation cooldown recovery on what can become a Baron, I'm not really stopping unless it's something spectacular. And we're probably not going to see anything spectacular here. Okay, at this point I think it's going to be... that's enough to record, but the whole idea is that you scour Chance until you hit it, or you purchase a Trash to Treasure Prophecy to cut out all of the boredom of Scour Chancing. I think that Scour Chancing is actually the better option in terms of money that you're going to spend, or currency that you're going to be spending, but of course your time is worth considering as well. Anyways, if you've got any comments or questions, fire away below. Otherwise, I'll leave it there. I hope you have a good one.